So finally we had the biggest raid in EU and also the first raid in EU in season 5 with massive loot that you can see the amount of chests in this space. You're gonna go crazy when you see the loot here. Hello everyone, Darkat here with another video from last Oasis. That in this video I bring you the first raid in season 5 that nobody else raid so far in season 5. You can see we started finding Lamute base in a 50 cap PvP tiles that make me surprised why they did this, but whatever. We start raiding the dinghy gate. We realized that the crafting room gonna be in the middle because left and right side of the garage is parking, walkers, and there is nothing there. So you can see how fast you can open the dinghy door. So I realized this is the roof on top of the crafting room. We need to enter from top. So I need to find a way how to go from that ceiling. You can see there is also a passage here, but it's a dead end. There is no entrance for us to go inside. So I realized I need to make a ramp for my buffalo to drive my buffalo on top and start shooting with the rocker to the ceiling that we're gonna go inside the base. So you can see I finished up building my ramp. I'm driving my buffalo on top. It's kind of smart move that I kind of realize I need to do it. So the buffalo going on top and rocker deal massive amount of damage to the base because each rocker have 500 damage with 50% to reinforced armor. That you can see each hanger wall have a reinforced armor, so each hit from rocker gonna deal 250 damage. You can see here I'm hitting successfully to the ceiling that we gonna destroy it and go inside. So I'm gonna skip the part that I'm shooting like 10 minutes or I don't know 5 minutes. It's gonna take a long time. So I already broke the ceiling and I'm going inside the base. That I see this is not the crafting room, so we need to go one room in front or one more room higher and deeper. But sadly we realize they built clay inside the main room with chests, so I was disappointed. So we cannot get the loot. But before I check anything else, I try to find out does fire arrows working because they have 100% damage to all types of buildings. But I can see sadly each fire arrow deal 4 damage, that this is bugged and is still not fixed. So I ask you devs, please fix the fire arrows so we can actually use them on the raiding, because there is not actual other kind of ammo useful to use beside rockers. So these fire arrows not useful. Do not make them or keep them for when they are fixed. So here we realize this is one hanger wall to the crafting room from this side, that if we destroy this from the buffalo side, we gonna be inside the crafting room. So again here we go on the ramp on the buffalo, start shooting to the base. 40,000 HP damage. Shooting for each 40,000 you need 170 rocker ammo, if I'm correct, if I'm saying it right, because each rocker ammo have 250 damage and each hanger wall have 40,000. So here we go, we are in the crafting room. I was so excited to be in this room because we kind of work hard to reach here. It was hard and consuming so much time and ammunition. So I tried to open some stuff to see is there actual loot here, and yes, you can see there is a lot of loot. I'm gonna open all the boxes one by one, but before you open the boxes you need to kill the sleepers and you need to reach to the beds in raiding. You never make the mistake to first loot before you killing the sleepers or the beds, because if they come online they're gonna use it and they're gonna move the loot. It's gonna be kind of impossible to raid if they're gonna be online and they're gonna move the loot to each room, and it's gonna be just waste of ammo and time. So we opened the first ceramic box here that you can see. Seppel yoinked the ammo immediately. He didn't let me look into the box. So you can see in the box we find 9 gear set ceramic and also 35 mallet blade. That was massive loot. We're going for the next small chest. You can find some ceramic box, ceramic tools. For the next chest we find not much, like some flint, wood, and that 78 prill is kinda nice. And we're going for the next chest that make me used so much clay, so much ceramic and charcoal that amount of charcoal is really needed because I need charcoal to make water. So now we need to go for the lower stage of the base that have all the chests inside, but you could see the front was clay. So I'm making a higher ramp for the buffalo to have the better angle from the top. We find also a garage for their fireflies. You can see there is a maintenance chest there exposed, so we managed to also rate this for wood and fiber to make my bigger ramp, because I didn't want to farm wood and fiber in that time. So I decided to make a risk gamble, open this and see if I'm gonna get some wood and fiber. So we are opening this gate and we are here. We are on the maintenance chest, but it wasn't much inside, so I go and farm some wood and fiber and made my bigger ramp. You can see how cool is it, how big ramp I made. Buffalo goes on top. I try to set it up on the right angle to shoot to the ceiling. Under the ceiling we destroyed before, but you can see it's kind of tricky and hard, and the buffalo kind of get bugged here and jumped and flew away. You can see I flipped here. So I make it a little better and Seppel drive it up, and we get and manage to get really good angle with the buffalo to shoot. You can see the heads of the buffalo goes a little bit down and the legs are stuck somehow in the ceiling. So we start shooting, Seppel start shooting to the ceiling, but that we need to go under this ceiling for the main loot. But we didn't have the correct angle with that ramp. So I dismantle complete the ramp and make a bigger ramp. But we decide if this big ramp, if I want to build it a ramp, it's gonna take me all the night and it's gonna take a lot of time and materials. So I decide to make just a pillar, make ceiling and make a rocker on top. As you can see here, we managed to make a rocker by dismantling our rockers on the buffalo and move ammo on top so Seppel can shoot from there. You can see from top there in the sky we have a really nice angle to shoot to the ceiling. That is the last stage of the base. This ceiling is between us and the big chest room and the main loot inside. So you can see we are finally inside the main room. It's so many boxes. I don't know if this their main loot or what, but you can see every single schematic bag have a lot of schematics. This is crazy how much loot they keep in a PvP title. I still don't understand why they did it when everybody else living on PvE tiles. So I hope someone mention it in the comments. What was the reason this clan is living on a PvP tile, even 50 cap? So we're gonna check loot boxes one by one till the end of the video. I make it a little bit faster and only check and show you guys the part that you can see the loot on each boxes. It was a nice loot. I hope they don't quit the game. I hope they still play the game and we can have some good fights. I hope you guys enjoyed this first raid in season 5 and like the video. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you put a like on the video and don't forget to subscribe.